What is going on, everybody? Steve here, Raiken Profit over at RaikenProfit.com. Coming back to you with another video. And in today's video, I wanted to share with you 10 very rare clothing items that sold on eBay between $500 and upwards to $1,200 plus. So these are going to be very rare, hard to come across items. You may or may not ever come across them, but there might come a day in your thrifting career or your garage sale career, if you want to put it like that, when you're presented with an opportunity to find an item like this, and you're either going to have two options. You're going to know exactly what it is, you're going to recognize it, or two, you're going to pass on it because you didn't know what it was. You didn't have the knowledge. So the goal of this video is to share these items with you so you could recognize them possibly in the future if you come across them and flip them to make some really good profit. So before we get started, guys, if you like these types of videos, if you're interested in learning about selling clothes on eBay or starting an eBay business, do me a favor and subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's dive right into the video and get started. So the first item I want to share with you is a Canadian brand. It's called Canada Goose. And right here, we've got a down parka. It's a men's size large jacket, as you can see. This sold for $565. Canada Goose is one of those brands that I have been on the lookout for I can't tell you how long. Great brand. There's the little tag right there, Canada Goose Arctic program. These things will keep you extremely warm in some of the most crazy conditions, and very popular. This is a very, very popular jacket. They're expensive in the store, more than $1,000. Again, I've never come across one. I've been looking. A lot of times you'll see the fur along the hood, but this sold for $565. The sold listings are looking really good for this brand. Be on the lookout for Canada Goose. Next up, we have a very high-end designer Italian brand. The brand is Keaton, K-I-T-O-N. Here we have a 2-button, 100% cashmere sport coat. This is a size 42 regular. Beautiful color, unique design right here. And I'll tell you right now, it sold for $680. And the presentation that this seller put forth, wow, nice shirt with over 43,000 feedback, is spectacular. It looks great. I love how they've got the dress form mannequin, which helps with the presentation. They've got the dress shirt underneath the sport coat to just make things look a little more clean and crisp against the nice, somewhat grayish backdrop. So this sold for $680. Let me see if I could find a tag for you. There it is. Made in Italy, Keaton. You'll find this brand also in dress shirts. Most commonly, you also find them in, the different suits and blazers and sport coats and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for this brand right here. It's hard to come across, but I've flipped this brand probably 5 or 6 times. I don't know if I've ever found a suit or a sport coat, but I've flipped quite a few dress shirts. $680 right here. What an awesome find. Next up is a very, very rare item, and I'm looking at the delivery time. It says 27 to 37 business days. That's crazy. I've never seen such a high shipping time. Maybe they're on vacation. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Why is this shipping time so high? Weird. Anyways, this is a brand called Tom Ford, and it's a very high-end brand. I don't know a ton about the backstory of this brand. All I know is it's really expensive. Some of these suits and blazers and sport coats can go upwards to $5,000 to $10,000 per item. Here we have a 2-button wool suit. This is size 42 long in US terms and 52 European sizing. It's usually 10 above what the US sizing is. So if you ever find like a 42 and you're trying to put it into the European sizing, it's usually 10 above when we're talking about the chest measurement. So this is a 52. And just a nice, clean, crisp item. Again, 2-button. This is a wool suit. Description reads, absolutely awesome. 100% genuine Tom Ford men's 2-piece suit. Color gray with a blue shade. 52, flat front pants. $699. Let me see if I can find a tag for you. Boom. That's what you want to look out for. Now, I have quite a few thrifting friends who have found this brand. I haven't yet. Maybe one day. But don't forget about that brand. Next up, we have a brand that you're all familiar with. Ralph Lauren. Okay, so this is a Ralph Lauren polo item, vintage from the early 90s. Has that nautical feel. Description reads wool blend career coat grail. So there's some interesting keywords here. We've got the buttons running up either sides of the breast chest area. We've got the interesting little accent stripes moving towards the bottom of the sleeve. Very interesting, vintage, unique looking item on top of a dress form mannequin with a nice clean white background. $550. Take a look right here. We've got the Polo Jeans Company Ralph Lauren tag. You're going to notice there's a lot of various tags with Ralph Lauren. There's a green version. There's purple, which is like the highest one. Then there's like the navy blue label. Then there's the jeans. There's the Polo Sport. A lot of different labels. Each label will actually bring about a different value. So just be on the lookout for the different brands. Again, another high delivery time. So I'm not sure. I thought I filtered everything through US, but maybe this is international. I'm not exactly sure. $550, guys. That's awesome. Next up, we have another high-end Italian brand. The picture is not very impressive. It's just sitting there like blah. But still, it sold for $1,225. Why? Because we are working with a high-end Italian brand called Loro Piana. I've flipped this brand a bunch of times. Now, I've never flipped anything for $1,000 plus. I think my highest was like $200 or $300. And it was a cashmere item. Anyways, $3,250 retail, according to this listing. 100% suede leather. When you start messing around with high-end brands like Loro Piana or Versace or Gucci or Chanel, very high-end, hard-to-come-across brands, you start messing around with leather, you are looking at putting a mortgage payment in your pocket at times. I'm telling you right now. $1,225. Let me see if I can show you the tag. Boom, there you go, Loro Piana. So the reason why this sold for so much is a combination of, well, a few things. First of all, we've got suede leather. We've got cashmere. So we've got cashmere being mixed with suede leather, being mixed with Loro Piana, being mixed with a crappy picture. I don't know why it sold for so much, but must be a rare, unique item. $1,225. Next on deck, coming up to bat, is a really interesting item that a lot of even seasoned resellers might pass up if they're not proficient when it comes to clothing. Here we have a Levi's jacket that doesn't look super special from the outside, but if you were to take a look inside, and I couldn't find a picture showing it, but according to this listing, this is a collaboration between Levi, the brand Levi's, and Filson, otherwise known as CC Filson, which is a very high-end brand. So we have a collaboration between Levi and Filson. You bring those two together, you get a goddamn $549 sale. Pretty cool right there. I wish there was more pictures, but this jacket has an oil finish, shelter cloth. Take a look through the description. Interesting stuff going on here, but $550, all because of Filson. I know that for a fact. Here we have a Ralph Lauren leather jacket. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, this is worth maybe $200, $300, but we've got some unique things going on. Number one, we've got a very rare looking tag. I've never seen a tag like this before when it comes to Ralph Lauren. Now, if you take a look at the tag, it says military. So this looks like it was some type of military jacket. It's distressed World War II style. 875 buckaroos on this jacket. I can tell you right now, if I was to find this at a garage sale for $1 or $2, there's a 66% chance that I might just die of a heart attack because I would be in shock. This is the type of, clothing that you're looking for out there. This is like a once in a lifetime thing. Really, really cool item right there, guys. Not much to talk about. If you ever find anything that closely resembles this, pick it up and send it to my house. It has no value. Next up, we got a 1992 top of the line Gianni Versace collection shirt, size 46. This is the holy grail of selling Versace. This is a crazy looking costume. It's crazy. I don't know. $2,500. Not much to say about it. If you find Gianni Versace, pick it up. Now, obviously, you're going to want to do your research, and I should have probably opened with this at the beginning of the video. Do your research with a lot of high-end stuff. Anything that, is selling for 500 plus, you've got to make sure that it's real. There are plenty of counterfeits going out going around, and you're probably going to ask, well, how do I know if it's bootlegged? How do I know if it's real, fake? I'll be honest with you guys, that's a whole nother video. But my best advice would be go into the free Facebook groups, go onto Google and just type in how to authenticate Gianni Versace, and you're going to probably find websites, maybe eBay guides and websites that are dedicated to it, and you can start to look through. A lot of times there's specific things that you have to match up, like serial numbers, stitching. Sometimes the logo won't be centered a certain way, or something will be located here or there. So I can't really get into it in this video. Just do your research. That's my best advice. Next up, we have a Run DMC vintage from the 80s Adidas sweatshirt slash, I don't know if it's a jacket or a sweatshirt. It looks like a sweatshirt. $600 right here. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Steve, ain't nobody going to pay that much for an Adidas item. You are dead wrong. Vintage, weird, odd, unique, themed Adidas items from the 80s and 90s, especially if they're colorful, vibrant, have big text and lettering across them, or has some type of iconic special meaning. Big money when it comes to Adidas. Never pass up a vintage Adidas without putting some research into it. Really not much more to say. Just if you find anything vintage Adidas, and a lot of times you can tell just based on the colors of it. So go into the sold listings and study up. But big money here, $600. And last but not least, this is an item you guys may or may not be aware of. Vintage rare Harley Davidson t-shirts can go for big money. Now, this apparently sold for $6.99. It might have been a best offer, but this is a Hog Wild 1986 Harley Davidson vintage t-shirt. Now, I am not a vintage t-shirt expert, so you're going to have to do your own research. But when I was going through the sold listings, there were a lot of these Harley Davidson older, quote unquote, rare, because I really just don't know, t-shirts that were going for big money, $200, $300, $400, $500. So just be on the lookout for stuff like this. If you find something that looks vintage and it's a Harley Davidson t-shirt, has a cool graphic on it, that always helps. Just type into the sold listings, some keywords that are relevant to what you're seeing, and you could probably get a pretty quick feel for the value of it, So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a big favor and take that mouse and drag it down to that like button and smash it. Subscribe to this channel if you guys like these types of videos. I quit my job over 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago, and I've been doing all different types of things online, from selling on eBay to selling on Amazon to Kindle publishing to creating my own products. So if you're looking to find a way to start to make money online, whether that's eBay or Amazon or any of the other things I mentioned, subscribe to this channel, guys. Always putting out new content on a regular basis. But with that being said, you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks for watching.